Welcome back to News Insight, compliments of the season. Engineer Kingsley, did you hear of the affair that was supposed to be a fun affair turning into such a tragedy?
Yeah, it's a terrible situation that we have at Ibadan right now. The death tolls are still coming in. Loss of a child or loss of children is not something that you can actually call a news. It's a tragedy. It's a story that is going to live with us for centuries.
That's true.
Because I think it's the worst pain in the whole world. The pain of loss of a child. I happen to have parents that lost kids, and they kept telling us that in all their life that was the worst pain they had. So I as a father, it's unthinkable, it's unimaginable.
Yeah.
That, like one woman said, I slept with my daughter yesterday.
Yes, that's true.
I didn't know that was the last. Doctor, wake her up. She's not dead. We keep looking at it. We don't want to apportion blames because at this time,
apportion blame.
I'm coming. A lot needs to be blamed, no doubt about it. But we want to be concrete about it. Because the police say they are investigating. Even when they were contacted, they say we'll come to you with the details.
Yeah.
Why we are saying this? Because somebody has to be punished. And we don't want to go ahead of those details with frivolities that are not going to stand. For example, they were holding Agidigbo FM. Agidigbo FM is trying to
exonerate themselves.
That they are not the principal organizer, that the only media platform was used. That is Oni's ex-wife, Naomi. And the report had that nobody has been able to reach out to her.
Yes.
Her test, she's not responding.
She's not picking
and,
calls
she's
either.
not taking her calls. I don't want to say why would such thing happen and you leave people incommunicado. Even though you are feeling the pain, yes, she will be in pain. But people have to reach out to you. You should make yourself available.
And there's no pain that you
come
can feel that is greater than the parents.
I was expecting she must have told us the measures put in place to host, because they claim they invited 5,000 people. Do you know what it's called? 5,000 people? If 5,000 people are in the stadium,
unguided,
I don't think we have even enough police,
to match it.
To match it in Ibadan. A venue to contain 5,000 people, let alone 5,000 children. Children of underage has to go with an adult at any. There is a law that a child should not be left unattended. That's what I'm saying. We don't want to go those levels because whatever has come out of investigation, somebody will keep talking about this. We are going to keep talking about this until somebody is held accountable.
Yes.
It's not something that will say, oh, we fire, because in Nigeria, once they fire, manage, they don't even fire. If they manage to remove somebody from the position or prevent you from organizing such event in the future, it serves as punishment. No, there is a loss of life and children. These are our future.
Yes.
It's unthinkable what the parents are going through at this time. You can hold the person accountable. I know you are hitting.
No, because most of the time nobody's ever held accountable, nobody ever.
Not going to happen.
Who do you think should be held accountable?
Many organizations. Number one, the organizers should be held accountable. Number two, the people that gave them the permission to run. You see, these are some of the things. Let me give you a story. I went to South Africa one time for a carnival. So the carnival was supposed to be on a low bed. They said in the approval, people are not supposed to be on low bed in a place that is well secure. That they didn't take a shorty or give an insurance that if anything happened, there's going to be a compensation that we can't go on the low bed. What I'm trying to say is that before this organization sets up, the ministries, there are security arms. There are everybody needs to take a permission and get it done with. The police, the security in the place. Who the children accompanied or accompanied? Where are they coming from? Who are they? Who is taking care of them? I mean, so many questions to ask. And you see, the reason we are talking about it is this is Christmas period. Such events are going to be taking place all over.
Yes.
Look, let me even give you an example. Our Millennium Park here, it has been at that state it is now for a long time. And we know Friday, Saturday, Sunday, people are going to come in en masse. The place is never put right. Never put right. never ever put right. No enough parking space, no police, no whatever security level should be there. It's not there. There are no good walkways where people should walk. These are the reasons for this.
Like
I'm beginning to think that this nation, we don't take children very seriously.
Exactly.
You know, I know very well that a lot of us, you know, it depends on the age and demography. We had histories or experiences of parents beating you and things like that. So we are thinking that the kids are enjoying today. But the hazards available today were also not available then.
Yes.
They could leave us to go and play outside. They were just barely green area.
I don't think of kidnapping.
Nobody was afraid that they are going to kidnap you.
Yes.
So those hazards are not existing. We have more hazards today. So we have to provide things that keep the children safe. Why would you wake up and think of inviting 5,000 people to a venue? For what? To eat food? What kind of Christmas?
What measures have you put in
People,
place?
in attempt to feel good about themselves, they do certain things in the name of trying to be nice. Why are you feeding? You can send this thing to them in their various houses.
But
5,000 people is unimaginable for any carnival.
But you know,
And if you are telling me that the woman is unreachable, I think you are the one that is not serious. This woman has a known address. He has an office address. He has a house address.
It's not
You
the
know-
police.
you know,
the police is not
as
saying
much
they are
as-
unreachable. It's the media.
The media that are saying that.
Yes.
But
But
no,
as-
by
as
now,
much as we
the
are
police
saying-
should have brought her to a limelight and say, and invite her in.
The police are still investigating.
Police
will not. They have their operational procedures.
Okafor,
Yeah.
most of the issues we normally have stopped at the level of we are still investigating.
I said this one. We'll keep talking about it.
We are still
I
investigating.
also have the opinion that police should get it right.
Yes.
You know, whenever anything happens, there is this euphoria and there is detail.
Yes.
Do you understand?
Yes.
Before now, people were saying Agidigbo FM were part of the organization.
Exactly.
We need to know if it's also true or not.
The police will
You
address the
understand?
press.
So the police, they said they are still investigating.
No, I have a question to ask.
Yes.
As much as we are putting blame on the organizers, why are we not blaming the parents?
Yes, I was to get there. You know, oftentimes it's difficult to have people act based on what they know. You do know clearly that we have a lot of uninformed and uneducated parents, and in most cases, some of them are also vulnerable based on what they have and their level of comfort, or maybe I will use the word poverty. I'm trying to avoid it, you know, because you can't just generalize everybody there to be poor. A lot of people love so much of Funfair that they forget the basic thing.
To put the right thing in place.
and-
But it does not.
and
It
they
does,
do
it does
ask.
not absorb them of.
It does
blame.
not absorb them completely, because most parents do not have the knowledge to ask, what measure of security do you have? Let us not forget about our populace. What is the level of knowledge?
And it's been said on the news that
Yes.
some people were there by 5 a.m.
5 a.m. So imagine can you get to that place by 5 a.m. with your child? What food are you
Okay,
going to
so-
Why would you even wake your child up before
by that time?
So we must
But
also
man.
we must also be ignorant of the fact that we have street kids.
Yeah.
Let's not play the role as if we are this organized
Organized.
society
So,
and everything
you know our
is
society.
well and good.
Yeah.
I mean, for example, you can say a child that's born in Sokoto, 8 years, is in Zaria in an Islamic school, and nobody accounts for the child. The parent doesn't know where the child is.
Even the government doesn't. And let me be clear.
Let's not
The
be
government.
oblivious of that.
The other day I said our democracy is young. I mean, one of our friends they said, no, we shouldn't say it's young. It's very-
Truly, I also think we shouldn't say it because we are using to deceive
Yes, because
ourselves.
we're not using it to deceive ourselves. All events are not going to happen in one day.
Definitely. But we must be
it's
seen that
our
we are.
response.
But we must see that we are on the road.
God bless you. Most bill and most art and most laws you have today are response to certain event. I expect Oyo State to respond, even after this investigation and everything, to respond to this event with a certain bill.
Yes.
Do you understand? Demanding that you can't gather so number of persons in a place without getting so specific approval.
Yes.
Do you understand?
And measures.
On measure until certain things happen, we don't respond.
But you know sometimes when they pass these bills, when they say okay, this is now a rule, before you you gather 5,000 people. You
Yes.
have to have certain things on ground.
Approvers, yes.
Then their bodies put together
Regulate
to regulate this kind of thing.
Yeah.
But sometimes some people go to these bodies and then they pay them off so that they can go ahead with.
No, let's have
Then
it
the
first.
head of the body should be will
Yes,
be culpable.
let's have it first. before
Let's have
we
it
begin
first.
And have faith that they are going to
Yes,
implement
that's
that.
why we are always saying that there should be punishment.
Yes, there should be punishment.
There should be punishment.
You understand?
Do you understand? No matter how you won't be exonerated from that case. If you are the head of a body and it passed under your purview and you did not attend to it,
Even as it is without the law, the blame is large enough to go around.
to go around, whether it's Ministry of Youth and Sport, Ministry of Women, do you understand? All of them,
The person
the
that gave out that
police.
space to be used.
Used,
when it's
exactly.
just
The owner of the
5,000
space.
Exactly.
And
yeah.
so there's enough blame to go around even as it is.
Yes.
But specifically, we know right from wrong, but specific bills and laws attend to specific occasions and specific issues.
Yes.
So we should have a specific issue that talks about gathering of people and especially gathering of children. 5,000 children means if they are underage, like we know children are underage, they should also come with almost 5,000 adults.
What are they going to eat?
There are some cases. In some countries, it's illegal to leave any child less than 14 unattended.
Yes.
Between 14 and 16, they say they can take care of themselves. Okay, but any child less than 14, it's illegal to leave that child unattended. And one adult in some places can only attend to maximum of 3 kids. So when you have this specific bill detailing all this, it's easier for compliance to be followed. But when you're relying on our knowledge of good and bad, you can blame everybody, but the police need to follow. That's why I said that at the end of the day, police need to follow existing laws to do the investigation and bring somebody to book. And we hope they have a way of getting people accountable.
One question just before you make your
Yes.
point. What do you suggest the woman should have done differently?
What
in
should have
this
done
particular case?
In this particular case, I mean, go through the whole laws of how
But
things should have gone. For example,
it has not been established that there is a law.
A breach of law, that's where I'm going.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so
Because when somebody dies, instead that you are talking of a murder or manslaughter, I mean, you have to have, for example, there is negligence or whatever, you have to have, there has to be a law.
okay,
to
so
hold the
yes,
person.
so in the absence of the law-
first of all, we need to know what the woman was organizing. Number one,
Funfair.
right? Funfair. Okay, what kind of funfair was she organizing? What was she supposed to gain from the funfair? Was it a give back to the society? What structure did it have on ground, right? To safety. Do you understand? And we live in a different society today. Kidnapping, ritualists, and so many other things. Do you understand? If you are inviting 5,000 children, that means there should be 5,000 adults. Do you understand? Has she followed the
That means
rules
it
of the
should
world?
now reduce to 2,000
500, then 2,500 adults. Do you understand? And they must have publicized it so
and
much
also
that
don't
people were
know
coming by
why.
5 a.m.
I also don't know if you are gathering people, just 100 people for political rally. They ask you to get police permit. And you want to gather
5,000 people.
What permit do you have?
Do you understand?
So,
And these rules also goes to not only for any public gathering that is organized, whether religiously, whether politically, they should also begin to follow this suit.
So we have to look
That's
at
the
the
truth.
laws we have on ground.
On ground.
How to hold these people accountable because something went wrong. How to hold the organizers in particular, the owners of the venue, and also capture what did they do when they noticed things were going wrong. Because we learned that they say, oh, this place is becoming crowded, some people should go home. What measures did they take? Even the first responders, what emergencies, first aids do they have on ground? Because you have 3, 4, 5 persons gathering in the place, or you're doing a marathon race or something, you have to have the emergency response.
So
on
look,
ground. Ambulance, do they have ambulance on ground? We know those are.
You understand?
Yes.
Medical. Let me quickly say something. I've been involved in organizing of big crusades before. When there's a stampede, one of the things people do is that they keep the gates locked and people keep mounting on the gate. So what they just needed to do was to open the gate so that there can be a free flow of traffic. What happened there was a stampede. And in the stampede is because people can move forward, they can move backward.
much number of
It's a black,
access.
access, exactly. It's a black Christmas for people of
let the investigation continue, and let's keep talking about it.
And we'll put a tab on it
until people are held
accountable.
accountable.
Yeah. People
All
will begin to be held accountable for this kind
Thank you very much for viewing. We'll be right back.